you are more responsible for the outcomes of your life than you imagine. What makes people end up in a life ultimately is down to their belief. It's down to a belief. And again, that's why what we're doing trying to now just work with a push at your belief systems. If you think you can, because your behaviors are going to follow that belief. If you think you can't, because your behaviors are going to follow that belief. The more effort you make in life, the greater the chance you get for generate results. The results will you seek. This is the JABShow, and it's your life by design. Hi, welcome to the show. Me na Joe Abass, and this na you life by design. Life like how God make them, and like how you self shape them. A big bold claim we they make na the show. Big bold, what I say big and bold claim, because and it's almost like it's not even almost. It's what draw the lines between mortal man them. If you say you got two people in this world, you would divide the world equally between people them we believe within a say so that you could shape your life versus people we believe say no, life they come like I can. What we're trying to do on this show, me not like market man and they sell me as salesman. I want to be able to follow me as much as you can. Share this with all your family, because the difference ultimately in people in life and how they end up. Now that thought, your ability for what you believe around this, that I can shape my life or not they shape my life. My life they come and how it come. Now God in an day, and so you wake up every day. This is what makes the difference at the end of the day. I want to share a story, start with sharing a story where, you must have been told over and over. I'm going to tell you smaller than that church. Now, you hear this story. He just said, me pastor that church. Now, me pastor that church pull this story. He says, wise old man, he sit down and he call this Bobo, bird they fly, Bobo catch the bird. And he said to the old pa, he said, but tell me, this bird they alive or the bird die? Is this bird here? Is it alive or is it dead? The bird. This bird within me and they alive or this bird don't die. And the pa look far and I turn to the Bobo. He said, Bobo, he said the bird in life then you on. He said, if I tell you say just no, the bird don't die and you not die it, you go just open your hand and left hand the bird fly. If I tell you say this bird not die it, you go just squeeze her. So whatever happens to the bird, then you on. Whatever happens to the bird, then you on. Just think about it for the moment. And think about the bird, like saying that your life and your own dream and your own destiny. So until I can doubt in my mind how to put this message, but I wouldn't stop. Because ultimately, what will cause the change for you now, your life will take you to the next level, now your ability for believe what I'm saying now. That you could shape your life every day. It's almost like a big awakening take place in my life that I so believe unto the core that everything is malleable. I can shape anything around me. And at this journey we go, once we do this, and I hope say somewhere along the line, yourself can get you awakening. You go wake up one day no more and say, no, I can't continue my life the same way. Something's got to give, something has to change. One big statement, I make again tonight. You are more responsible for the outcomes of your life than you imagine. The same stuff now they just go round and round. So what if I would tell you again that success and failure actually then you and like how that Bobo with the board in life then and you board now your own life, you own board now your own dream, you own board now your own future. It then you want. And big arguments we go up on this and so something like kids say, all right, how this guy tell us that the same thing this guy they talk all the time. That the same thing. Because it's the fundamental. It's a fundamental thing you for break in your life. Imagine a situation where why 100 people go start off in a life. And then start at the same level, similar resources. Similar parents, similar resources, now they all get. They all born a village, take whatever the village, in this country. East, north, south, whoever I come out, take the worst village. Everybody grew up in the same village. Imagine why would 100 people start at the same level in life, but by age 40 or 50, only 5, when are like 5%, 5 of them people in there out of the 100 will be outstanding. 15 per them, when 15% of them will be average and just getting by, and 80% of them people in there will depend on the 20% for making the up there. Bra you bobo there. Average, super average. That is what they end up in life. They depend on the 20%. Why would that happen? What is it that causes the difference in people's life? Why do people end up the way they end up in their life? And depending on what I talk to, people will have a lot of explanation for you. People will have a lot of reason for explain. And those reasons could be divided into two, between things that within our control and things that we're not outside the control. Majority of the people will tell you that it's really who we become in life at the end of the day. It's not in our control. That's what a lot of people want you to know. But again, another try for convince you again. Now, evidence. You imagine, say, within a court, that the court of life. I'm just want to present evidence after evidence after evidence. That's what we're presenting on the show. Evidence across this country, across every village in this country. We want people waking up every day, and the first thing you hear now this question where they come now, because this is my belief. If every Sierra Leonean begin to think how we want them to think, or think around this principle, well, not to me, this has been on there from thousands of years. The facts and waiting at the share, so it's been there for thousands of years. People who shape this world had this belief. Now, it make them get the ability for that. So this is my vision. This is my vision. This is my prayer, that every Sierra Leonean would hear this. And I make they talk in a Creole. This is why they go in a Creole. So that every Sierra Leonean would hear this. You can shape your life. You can design your life. Time because say, now you life by design. You life like how you want them for be. Not like how anybody else wants them. How God wants them for be and how you shape them. How God make them and how you shape them. We're going to talk about waiting and to the naming. What make people end up in a life ultimately is down to their belief. It's down to a belief, and again, that's why what we're doing trying to now for just work with a push at your belief systems, with a push belief systems, with the things that we believe as Sierra Leoneans about ourselves, about our nation, about our country. Fundamentally, now make we be who that we be so. It's we beliefs, not the holy grail of why people end up who they end up in life. Not them believe. So I get to have one big guy, that I've had said, Tom Bilio. I've had Tom Bilio says the only belief that matters is this. If you think you can, because your behaviors are going to follow that belief. If you think you can, because your behaviors are going to follow that belief. If you think you can't, because your behaviors are going to follow that belief. What's the point they make? You can never do anything that is contrary to what you believe. So if you think you can, what's going to happen when you wake in the morning, you do, you believe. If you think you can't, when you wake in the morning, you do believe. If you think you can, because your behavior would follow what you believe. And once you behave, you become. And if you think you can't, your behavior will follow that belief. You would act and think and talk like person way can't. And once you do that, what do you end up being? You end up being a can't. If the language permits you for say that. Stay with us. Join our community today by subscribing to the JABShow on YouTube. Don't forget to like and turn on your notifications so that you never get to miss an update. All it takes is a click.
How to register for Salon Payment Switch using AfriMoney. Dial *161#. Select option 1. Go to option 4 for Salon Payment Switch. Select option 2 for account registration. Select 1 to register your alias, which is your phone number. Enter your PIN to confirm. You will receive an SMS confirming your registration. AfriMoney, quick and easy.
Long before roads or rails, before signals filled the sky, there was Rokel, the river that connected us all. This basket bought food, paid school fees, it raised children, and carried dreams. It held the economy in palm and straw. It brings power to our homes, food to our markets, and unity to our journey. This is the rhythm of Sierra Leone, from hand to hand, from shore to shore. But now that rhythm has evolved. Now the basket carries more. RCB SIM Cooper for sending money from any phone. RCB Prepaid for anyone, no account needed. RCB Cooper Card, your local power. RCB Visa, global reach in your wallet. Just like the river, your money can move freely across towns, borders, and time. From the village to the vault, the banker sees it all. One transaction, one river, moves seamlessly. This is more than banking. This is Rokel, Commercial Bank, bank of choice.
This is the JABShow, and it's your life by design. My next point one for make now, which I call belief triangle. You know, we'll go school and get triangle. Triangle na something we then design, so you get three sides. You get the top, you get the right angle, you get the left angle. You put them together, you get triangle. I get to talk about this belief system, and then you know the triangle of beliefs. You believe triangle, and the belief triangle says it's never waiting happen to we. We're talking about this. It's never waiting happen to we. Not now what you believe say waiting happen to you mean. Now they determine how it affect you. It's never. You fail in school, something happen, you get accident. Not to the accident, really, they determine how you end up in life. It's your interpretation of what this mean. Now they determine how you end up. Because, listen to me, the same thing will happen to you will make you give up. It happened to 10 other people. And it affect them differently. And the reason, what they determine how they affect people, not the interpretation. It's always down to your belief system. So imagine, let's go back to the triangle. Imagine the top of the triangle. Now you believe. The right-hand side na the triangle, na action. The left-hand side na the triangle na results. So belief, action, results. Three things, Triangle. Belief, action, results. Imagine if somebody believes, say, I get potential in this world. I'm ambitious. I get ambition. It's possible for me to become something. It's possible for me to become somebody. If you don't have village, call the village, whether the worst villages in this country, that you come out. But you wake up every day. Somehow you believe that I have a mission in life. I have potentials in life. There's something I can become. What is it that happens when you wake in the morning and believe, say, I get a chance? I get a chance for survive. What is it that happens to the action where they take? Anybody who believes they get a chance, they take more action. If I believe, say, I get a chance, I take more action. Whatever it is, whether not for study, for my exams, whether not for, try package myself so that man then go see me, whether not for, university, whichever, not for job, not finance, not market, you they do for go sell. If you believe, say something possible, you they try more. You they put more effort. You they wake up earlier. You they stay longer. You they put more effort than anybody else because you believe something is possible. So belief, action. Because I believe, I take more action. When you take more action, what is it that actually happens in how we relate to results? The more effort you make in life, the greater the chance you get for generate results. The results where you seek, the results where you desire. And what will happen? Belief, action, results. Belief, action, results. I believe, I take more action, the results will get positive. What does that do to me belief? Once I get a positive result, it reinforces me belief that me, I get placed in this world. So I believe, I act, I see the results, it reinforce them. It reinforce them. That is why when team then they lost, Man United they lost 1, 2, 3 games. You know what happened? It eats into your confidence. Going into the next game, you're not even as confident enough for going to the next game. Why? Because your belief has been affected. But if you believe, the more you believe you get in terms of your possibility for yourself in life, the more action you take, the better the result. The results, they reinforce your belief, it reinforce the action. So if previously you've been taking 50% action, once you don't get this result, you don't confirm, say, it's possible for you, you increase your action. You increase your efforts in life. From 50 to 60 to 70 to 80. And once, each time you go through the cycle, your confidence level will go up. Each time you go through the cycle, you see the result, your confidence level will go up. That is how successful people continue to be successful, because the results when they generate, they reinforce their belief system, they reinforce their action, and the cycle they continue. But let's assume take it the opposite way. Take it to the opposite side when a person will not believe at all, say it's possible for her. Say things go better for her in her life. What do? I'm also clocking awake. It doesn't really even matter. It doesn't really matter. I'm also clocking awake because it don't matter. There's nothing they can do for changing circumstances. And so once person believe now and they what happens to them? Bam, they don't do nothing. And so what happens? If that's what your belief is, I must action, and they take little action. Why take little action? What's not the chances they then go succeed and get good results? No, very slim to none. When they get the bad results, it reinforce the belief back. You see, I've been talking. Not for we. People are like we, they achieve their things here. So now people are with their families, them where they various places, and then give all the reasons there. And then the cycle continue. I don't believe, say, opportunity there for me, chance there for me in a life. So therefore, I know they take better action. Why not they take better action? I get poor results. Once I get the poor result, it influence back me belief. It just reinforce me belief by myself, say, now by luck, or not to everybody, we're able to benefit from this. This is how people will succeed, they continue to succeed. And people will fail, they continue to fail. Because this cycle, this triangle, they reinforce themselves. Like you want story around beliefs and how this thing they work. One time in the world way, people been believe say it's not possible for make them run 1 mile under 4 minutes. It's not possible. And say if anybody attempt for do one, the person they die. It's not possible for that person run 1 mile under 4 minutes. Everybody believes it's not possible. And everybody accepts it's not possible. Doctor, they write in a paper, then publish. If you go do them, at your risk, sign a paper now so. If you want to try for one. All the coaches, everybody knew. 1954, one Englishman say, what if this belief not true? What if this thing where they don't born where everybody don't say now the village, now this everybody say, now this everybody knows, this and that. What if not true? He challenged the belief. And that's what we need for doing our life. If you want to change your circumstance, because now the belief where you get now, it don't make you end up so. Now it make you the outside. Do you want to stay that way? If you don't want it, challenge the belief. Unless you change your beliefs, you can't act any differently. And so Roger Bannister wake up in the morning and begin practice because he believes it's possible for breaking this. He begin practice for breaker. Beyond everything where people say. He went on practice. 1954, this boy run and broke the 1 minute mile. He ran 1 mile under 4 minutes. He broke the record. Everybody, it changed the entire world. And you know what happened? Since he broke her, within 2 years, 37 other people then broke the record. 37 other people. Why? Because he set a new level of belief. For himself and for everybody, say it's possible to do this. The biggest limitation where we get in our life, now we beliefs. That's what is holding us back. If you don't believe, why try? If you don't believe say chance there for you in our life, why try? And so big question for you today. What kinds of beliefs where you get in your life? I can look at your results in your life. I can tell you what kind of belief systems you get. I can look at your results, now your finances, now your relationships, now your health. I can tell, one boy within a school, Albert Academy, some 5 years back, the boy say money where they come for better. They do things with the money they can boku. They can want it. Imagine if somebody get that belief today. If you get 10,000, you see, 10 million, you see, if now 100,000 now they look for, 100 million they look for, you get 10 million, what's going to happen? They don't need to. Why? Because in belief, say, if the money can follow do something for her, with her, the money they can want it. How destructive can that be? This is not part 1. I will come back to you on part 2 on this and break them and give more examples. How, if you change your belief, you change your life. This is the JABShow, and it's your life by design.